Ja. Na sziasztok! Én Pivi vagyok, és most egy óriási kedvencemet fogjuk megnézni. Én már... háromszor vagy négyszer végigjátszottam, még így régebben, meg volt pár próbálkozás így gameplay videóban is. De akkor még a laptopon is az úgy eléggé laggolt, meg minden nem vitte igazán jól. Itt viszont már kipróbáltam az arcade módban, hogy milyen, és most jó. Hála az új gépnek, úgyhogy ha már elkezdődött újra ez a gameplay videózás nálam, akkor szerintem ez jó lesz kezdésnek. Úgyhogy irány a vadnyugat. Normál szinte az szerintem elég lesz. Úgyis egy ilyen sztori játék, tehát hogy ahol a sztori a lényeg. Úgyhogy... nem teveszem a hangerőt, mert... Na, majdnem találkoztak a lóerők. Bull's Head. Na, annyira menő, hogy ez az egész ilyen képregényes.
I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Bemutatkozott, hogy ő egy ilyen volt fejvadász.
If you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar.
Ja.
Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple? Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
És magukat a sztorikat fogjuk játszani.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off
ez annyira jellemző az ilyen vadnyugati nevezésben, mint ahogy az akasztófa kötél az ott van anyagban.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Na jó. Szóval ez a bilőkölyök, ez eléggé visszatérő motívum így az ilyen vadnyugati filmekben, meg... filmekben nem is tudom.
It was about 30 years ago.
Most így hirtelen, de egyébként van nekem képregényem Lucky Luke. Képregény, ami bilőkölyökös, meg aki ismeri az American Truck Simulator-t, abban is benne van easter egg-ként bilőkölyök háza. Ezt meg lehet keresni. Nagyon nem semmi.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Oké. Skill font. Úgy emlékszem, hogy ez a legjobb. Ezért tudtam legjobban menni. Eagle's Eye. Jó. Points available. 6 pont. Na. Jó. Fölfejlesztjük fullosra ezt a Rangert. Na boci! Bocihoz a varázsért, de merre kell menni? És mondják egyszerre többen. Milyen jó fejek! Itt meg egy tökfej. Ha erre visszafele menni. Ördögszakér, vagy hogy hívják ezt? Jó. Return to the hideout.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Ó, aranyos ez a pisztoly. 5 perce megy a videó, és már készülnek a szóviccek. Úgy. Oda ósolnunk. Nem úgy, hogy csak ketten vannak, ez simán. Headshot, headshot. Hát én vagyok a vadnyugat retteget fejvadásza.
I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
És nem úgy retteget, hogy a fejvadász retteget.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Ja. Úgy, fölveszek a részert, mert az lövöldözős játékban nem árt, hogyha van. Jú, na ez nagyon potétó volt.
One of them reached the water tower.
Jó.
Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Töknek a fejét lelövöm. Hoppá! Mit van? Honnan? Kilőttem már mindenkit. Jó.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah.
Ranger az olyan jobb. Vagyis hát igen, ott lent a swapnál ott a jobb, de... Nézzük. Hol vagy? Jó.
A lot of them were saddle tramps,
Sokkal jobb a
busters,
Ranger.
or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Hát... ez az ugrás nem volt a legjobb. Nem kéne a robbanós hordó mellé beállni. Hát... professzionális headshot.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Jó. Get inside.
And like that, I was inside. None the worse for wear.
PUBG-s megszokás.
I passed Dirty Dave. And upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bolton. Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Na jó van, ez az... Már kezdtem büszke lenni magamra, hogy milyen jól vagyok. Aztán itt ment, nem tudom, hogy mi történt. Jó.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Hogy nem találtam én ott első? Mert... hogy el lett felelvedett.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down. It was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor. It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Júj, hát
Many would have fled in my place.
ez menő volt.
But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Jó. Ott volt.
Please call me Silas. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the bar.
Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Annyira jó, hogy így meg van csinálva, hogy közben beszélik a történetet, meg hogy így behallatszik, hogy mik zajlanak éppen ott a bárban.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Tikok! Tényleg valahogy úgy nézzek, mint... nem.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Elejtette a csillagot. Hulló csillag. Jó.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Betölti a fókuszt. Jó.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. Step inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Ha, success. 66%-os pontosság, hát... ja. Nem baj, lehetett volna rosszabb is.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to. bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Na ja.
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Ez is izgi rész lesz. Ha jól emlékszem. Ez a városi rész. Ja.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Többik vagyugat itt cella.
He was with John Kinney's gang.
Ez is csak
They
én
were sworn
lehetek.
enemies of Billy's
Egy
regulators.
börtön cellában elkezdek keresni.
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine.
A macska
Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
Ajtó.
He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Mindig rohadt jól néz ki ez a játék. Na. Ká! Kulcsok.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Uno momento. Randalíroz a macska. Be van koboldulva. Na. Szírvés az időzítés. Most én rápöröghetnék. Úgyhogy ha hangállást hallatok, meg ilyesmi, meg nyervogást, hogy velem foglalkozz, akkor azt szírni. Azért ez a sok is a semmi. Na, még a pályák többségén a Winchester a jó.
Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy? Son of a bitch shot Jim Bell! Hide forever!
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim.
Valamiért úgy emlékeztem, hogy lehet, hogy ez másik játék, hogy csak egyet lősz az ilyen dupla csöves sotival, akkor úgy tölti újra, hogy befogja a másikat, és akkor csak az egyikbe dobja vele, de akkor az lehet, hogy másik játék. Valamiért. Úgy emlékeztem. Oh. Ezt! Hogy nem? Hogy ha lelőlek, akkor te megdöglesz. Tényleg kellene pisztoly. Pisztoly? Na, jó van. Van pisztoly. Szia! Te bolondvas vagy nyugtalan leszel? Jó van. Aha.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat.
Aha.
I followed the planks where I could.
Hoppá! Ide pisztoly kéne.
Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms.
Jó.
Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Aha. Mondjuk nincs túl sok tűnszer benne. Egyébként ez az előbbi potétózás nem segített a lőszerrel való spóroláson. Cirvi, ne csikizd a könyököm! Ja, hogy már ennyire kifuttam. Oké. Mondjuk lehet nem kellett volna leállni ott. Dögdösi a könyökömet a macska. Bolond. Ajaj. Jó, ebbe sincs valami először. Ja, erre. Összetaknyozta a könyökömet.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Szia, Cirmi.
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Világbolondja. Ja, először. Nem kérek rá kommentet. Tudom, hogy brutálisan béna volt. Ah!
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Honnan? Fönt? Oha!
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Igen, most a sötét rész előbb.
You won't get away with this.
Hát?
They're shooting in the street!
Igen. Az utcán lövöldözünk. És... vadnyugat. Csődre hír. Hát a bődökét például.
I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Hoppá!
Let's do this.
You're threatening lives of innocent people.
Now you're
Hogy repülnek? Fel vannak dobva a shotgun látványától.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Szó vicc fekete humorral
And that's
fűszerezve.
when it occurred to me
Best.
why Billy set me free.
son of a bitch.
So I could be a
Nem töltöttem
hapless
volna
decoy
újra,
and draw
vicces
attention
lett.
while he snuck out of town.
Fú. Ezek akik így az ajtóval jönnek. Kegyetlenek.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece,
De hát,
one would put a price on my head.
ilyen profi lövész.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
Nehezebbnek így elkapni.
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Mondhatjuk, hogy... Na, azért. Majd nem mondtam, hogy el lett kiabálva az hogy profi vagyok, de hát... Profizmusomnál csak a szerénységem a nagyobb. Komolyan mondom, nem hiszem el. Jó. De fel lehet ugrani? Nem. És miért nem? Aha. Gondolom föntről. Lenne jó. Ja, honnan? Honnan? Először mi volt az, amit itt előtte? Na mindegy. Hoho! Wow! Erre lehet jönni? Mi van itt? Hát olyan nagyon semmi. Jó.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself. Some say I fought unfairly. They weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Tényleg ez a Nuggets of Truth, ez ilyen collectible. Hogy hol lehet ez a negyedik? Régebben össze akartam gyűjteni.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious, Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clan himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Hú, azt a filmet is régen láttam már. Egyébként ajánlom mindenkinek, aki végig nem látta. Baromi hosszú az a film, meg... hát vannak benne elég ilyen... olyan hű, de nagyon semmi sem történik részek, de hát van nyugati film, azok általában olyanok. Na.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Elkezd tisztízni, de... Kaktusz!
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Bocsi? Nem. Jó.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground, whatever else they had. Yep,
Az, aki ott föntről esett, azt tudjátok, tudjátok, hogy mi volt. Ő volt az... Oh,
Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to find my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Hát valami jó jön. Fucker! Közben itt hányan lettek?
Serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Yeah. Spuri. Jó. Oh, de ezzel nem is lőttem.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no law. Because there would be if Clanton and his men caught up. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
Na most éppen azt mondta, hogy... Mint hogy mit gondolt, hogy össze egy ilyen gang ellen a Piff-Puff. És ő eléggé
That's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good. He would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running.
Na jó.
And the old man's boys were not expecting that.
Üldözött.
No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Hol? Ott fönt. Jó. Há, hogy kell fölvenni? Ezek szerint az alapján, hogy nincs még fölvéve. Korábban sem tudtam, hogy kellene fölvenni, de mondjuk rá így. Aha. Yeah! Na, aki kíváncsi rá, az majd olvasson majd videó után. Na, hogy jó dolgok vannak ott is leírva. Jaj! Erre a részre emlékszem.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me.
Jó. Nem működik az, hogy
Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that building.
Tovább. Jobb oldalról talán közelebb van, de erre még mint hogyha több lenne a főzés. Jó. Ó, van még skill pontom. Ez... Ó, ez jól jön. Szól, hogy ha van mögöttem valaki. Na, van innen merre? Jó. Rossz ötlet. Az életben nem találom el. Ó. Erre lehet jönni. Igen. Sneaking around. Jó.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon. But it was just me.
Ah! Lehet, hogy túldobtam. Mikor robban a... Miért nem? Ott van. Jó. Talán itt fog maradni. A remélem nem bontja le addig ezt a intrót itt. Van... Mellett van egy... Ah! Hoppá! Azt hiszem elég lesz ennyit belelőni. Yes!
Apparently one of the cowboys got out of there alive. And told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the Old K Corral.
Yeah. Ja. szép tájak vannak. Círmi meg itt bealudt az ölembe.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard. Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why.
No.
But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Earth's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Jó? Na, most már kell ez.
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Na
So
vajon?
they murdered Morgan
Meglesz a
Earp
80%-os
and grievously
pontos?
wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Hát így nehezen. Hú!
Is that one of Wyatt's boys?
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed
Megjelent
up,
egy fej.
that's who they thought I was.
De menő volt az a felhúzás. Merre az arra? Objektív? Arra.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
Ez hogy nem
That
talált?
could have kept his nose out of it. He never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
He was just being loyal to a friend.
Azért.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Hogy nyiki-nyikizik.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Wow. Nagyon látszik, hogy ipari forradalom, meg minden. Ennek van ilyen hangja. Ó, de jó lőszer. Mint én nem a lőszernek van ilyen hangja, csak... Nem erre. Nem erre? Nem erre. Várjunk. Ez ilyen... szűk helyes.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Nem. Ezt tudom úgy, hogy így meg van csinálva, hogyha sokat elidőzöl valahol, akkor utána hirtelen nem is tudja, hogy hol tartod.
those boys had good cover.
Jó, itt mindenki kipurcant. Ah! Honnan? Honnan?
You bastard!
Nem. Ott. Azért. Ja, csak folyt a víz. Nézd úgy. Ez is valamilyen szikrit lenne, vagy collectible, vagy valami. De csak a víz, ahogy csurgott le. Az fény lett ott a földön. Oh. Ah. Jó. Fú, és nagyon fejembe vettem, hogy most a nagyom. Piftolj, és így belövünk a lyukaikon. De egy.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind.
Úgy.
That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Vonatra? Nem. Taktolj! És hát nem traktor, ezt ló húzta. Majdnem azt mondta, hogy lovaskocsival húzták, de hogy ló húzta, és akkor ment róla a bármi.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
Yeah.
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was
Azért
truly...
ide kiülni és így ezt
Consider your
nézni.
picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Meg utána itt beragadni. Fú. Azért. Jó, hogyha az ember nem volt tériszonyos. Itt le lehetne esni. Jó, mert az erre. Kicsit mondjuk meg van dőlve ez a ház. Nem? Akkor erre. Micsoda daru.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Ajjaj. Fiása, hogy fog menni, öcsém? Curly Bill.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Ajjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjjj Mondjuk itt tényleg lehet, hogy jobb lett volna a shot itt. Dinamitot rá. Hát ő nem volt ott. Jó, bra! Oda futod be. Ott fut egy valaki.
Hiding like a scared little puppy. Gonna
Ja. Sikerült jól becélozni. Na. Ó, shit. Jó. Ha? Még ez a rész nem teszi jót annak igen, annak érdekében, hogy... te már megint így jössz el. Jó.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
Szóval jó, az rész nem tett jót.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
Nem nagyon
To
lesz
this day,
meg.
his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Be van aludva. Johnny Ringo.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
61%! Ajjaj. Oh, Cirbi! Amikor combordog a macska.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I
Már
did.
akkor is maszkot hordtak a népek. Ja, előre mondom, szép lesz a táj. Még izgrész.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men. Samuel Colt made them equal.
Az ott robbanó hordó. Ja. Nagy badabum. Úgy. Ki volt az, aki beszélt? Várjunk. Van még egy izé. Ó! De jó. Mint egy dinamit shotgun. Itt szét fognak repülni. Levegőben is. Nagy bomb lesz. Explozív zára. Gondolom, hogy majd arra kell menni. Ebbe! Tikok! Csá! Megint kezdődik. Krumpli lövés. Nem erre. Erre. Ja. Nem erre. Itt nem tudok felugrálni, nem.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it.
Peters and Son.
It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Hát de... Ha robban melletted a hordót, tessék már beledögleni. Komolyan mondom, nekem is azt kell megmondani, hogy kell megdögleni.
Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Nem tudom hányszor lőttem bele, de... Ő volt a Terminátor. A Dynamite itt nem... semmi. Vagy ő lőtt már közben. Jó van, tudom, hogy nyomatnám a kút. De... eddig se nagyon kellett. Ennyi, mondom én. Vagány felhúzás.
Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's son. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering the neighbors.
Aj, de megint fagyos lett a hangulat. De hogy tudom én ezt így összehozni? Félvételről nem megy a headshot. Erre? Aha, jó van. Sokszor lesz nyomva az O betű.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam.
Most se lesz jó a...
Homer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other.
Accuracy.
He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Egy explozívak közt mászkálni.
Dangerous, desperate individual.
Mondjuk az bátor volt, meg
I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it.
Tudtam, hogy ott fog jönni a fejed.
They thought I was touched, or had some kind of death wish. Seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere, I thought I was some kind of hero.
Jó. Akkor... erre. Yep.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
Megkapolni lenne lehet, ha ezzel menni.
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in. But that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Majd lehetne arra is menni. Na jó, mindegy. Ezt mondja az objektív. Tehát a...
This is our goal now.
Jó van. Kettőt egyszerre.
You can't hide forever.
Na, a Rangert azt jobban szeretem visszajogból. Mondjuk ez alapján, hogy besüt a nap, igazán sejthettem volna, hogy
Besides,
ott ilik van föl.
once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Ha erre jövök.
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Jó. Jaj, másra jobb lett volna. Erre.
Quick reflexes often make up for lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to easily bushwhack.
Itt jött egy ilyen csille? Vagy mi a bubánatnak hívják ezt? Jó.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Gondolom lefele, de vegyünk föl először.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Nem nagyon kéne össze-vissza lövöldözni.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad blasted
Ajaj.
boom.
Shit.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Ja, hogy...
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder way into the mine from the opposite side.
Jó van. De a Ranger megmaradt. Az jó.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution.
Mondtam, ez a rész
even though I had a
jól
younger
néz
man's reflexes.
ki. Egész úgy van megcsinálva, hogy...
No man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder.
Képregényes, rajzfilmes... design.
I needed to make a leap of faith. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob.
Rangerre jobban megy.
And I have made it my mission to settle that score come hell or
Nem szabad ilyesmit mondanom, mert így úgy elkiabálom, hogy... Aztán jönnek az ilyen kétszer kell lőni fejre, mert az egyik felé megy szituáció.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. A lifttel vagy
létre. Létre. Vadnyugat jó erőben van, kell a francnak a lift. Mondjuk ez a nyikorgás, ez... hogy ott megy a lift.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise.
Ez már
I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
Nyikorog. De nem. Puff. Aha, ez a lift. Akkor... nem erre. Yeah.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock.
Na erre nem számítottam. Túl nyugis volt itt ez a lift környéke. Elsőre!
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Jó. Nem vannak itt. Akkor itt... Ó, lefele. Lefele. Oda be! Hát köszi. Jaj. Tudod, hogy körbe leszek véve. Arra részre itt nem... Júj. Jó, mondjuk rá ez a karakter, ez nagyon bedesz. Henry Plummer. De hát...
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
I'm going all medieval on your ass.
It has been kicsit.
I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out.
Jó. Pedig már kezdtem megint belejönni a lövöldözésbe. Jó.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew worth their weight in gold.
Egy dinamit! Ugye nem?
Now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Jó, ez izgalmas volt. Fú, azt hittem itt vége lesz. Jött még egy dinamit végén. 900 XP-t nem jött össze. Pedig akkor jött volna next level, de... Pontoság az... Még jobban megy, de... Na! Hát... Akkor ez lett volna az első rész. A Call of Juarez Gunslingerből. Hát, folytatása az majd következik. Na köszönöm, hogy megnéztétek ezt a videót. Következő videóig, sziasztok!